Ground control to Major Tom. That's right. We're going to space today. Hopefully you guys are ready. All right, guys. So today we're going to kind of go over a few different things. But first of all, I want to get some kind of basic teleportation going on. And astral sorcery seems to be one of the best ways to do that. You guys have recommended this also in the comments, which is kind of neat. But I kind of knew a little bit about it beforehand. And we're probably going to use this to transfer from here to whenever we get to the moon. So we don't have to constantly use our rocket back and forth. So it's going to be a nice way to do that. And I'm going to demonstrate this by setting a portal here and at the end so we can kind of teleport back and forth. I do hear some bad guys around me. Hopefully that wolf leaves me alone. But yes, we're going to go ahead and get this set up. So we need to make a celestial gateway. That's one of the first things we need. We need some of the star metal ingots. I've actually been working on getting the star metal ingots. I literally just got those done. It doesn't take too much. You just have to make sure you have all the powders and stuff ready to go, which I already did, which is good for me. I want to make a few of these, at least as many as I can, because I am going to have multiple locations. So keeping as many as I can of these will actually be a good thing. What are you? What do you want about? Let me get some more of that. I'll take some more of that. Yeah. That lets us see a little bit better, actually. Oh, man. Do we seriously have to deal with this right now? Where are you at? If I knew where you were at, I could take care of you. Oh, my gosh. There we are. And now you're gone. Okay. So, as we have wolves howling in the background, let's go ahead and get this set up. So we need some ruined marble, some glass. We also need some crystal, which we can get. We need this in each corner. I want to make at least 4 of these, maybe, if I can. And then we need to figure out the illumination powder needs to go here. And then we're also going to need this right there. Ruined marble. The lenses are pretty easy to make. I actually use the use this to make the lenses instead of crafting them through the actual luminous crafting, so I didn't use my aquamarine. And then, yeah, we just need the ruined marble. Just like that. And last but not least, we need the crystals, which is what takes the longest. So 4 of those crystals. And we should be good to craft it. Awesome. So now the only other thing is we have to make the actual ruined marble itself, or the actual structure. And we're going to make that structure twice. But guys, it's really easy to do. This is a really easy setup, actually, to get teleportation. Some pretty nice stuff. So we should let this go back. Add our rock crystal to the center. And we'll get another one made. So I'm going to let these, I'm going to go ahead and get all 4 of these done. And I'll be right back. All right, guys. So now we just need to build the actual structure that this thing exists in. It's not really that difficult to build. I am going to kind of try and set it up here. Shouldn't take too much to get it set up. This is like a 5x5 of sooty marble that you need to set up. And then around that, around the actual marble itself, you need to surround it with marble arches. Just like this. And then on the corners, you'll put the ruined marble. And then you'll have to do the engraved right on top of that. And then you just throw down your celestial gateway right in the center. And that should work. As you see, you get these lights saying it's working. And whenever you go in here, you can see that whenever you stand in the center of this, you kind of get this star field that kind of shows up, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's really interesting that this kind of star field shows up. Yeah, that's kind of how this works. Whenever you get more of them set up, whenever we set another one up, it'll definitely work. So I'm going to head over to where our other portal's at, and I'm going to set one of these up, and it should let us teleport to it. All right, so I went ahead and got the structure built up right here. This is the drop down to go to the end portal. I could probably actually set this up in the end if I wanted to. I might actually do that eventually, break this one down. I just want to use this as an example for right now to kind of show you how it does work. So let's place this down in the center. I should be able to walk into it with a hand, right? As soon as this starts to work. Okay, so we have this like star field going on here. The shaders are affecting it, unfortunately. I think it's because of how high we are up in the air. Unfortunately. There we go. There's kind of something going on here. Oh, this is so bad with the shaders. Oh man. Well, this is the destination. You can kind of see that it did work. And we can just teleport back and forth. There's the star. I'm holding shift and looking at it, and I can teleport that direction. So, I mean, this is really just a utility thing. I'm not really worried too much about it. I mean, I know where the star's at. You can kind of see it right here. And then bam. So, yeah, kind of interesting that how this works. But it does work cross-dimensionally, I'm pretty sure. So, that is something that's really cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because we will be using this in the future. So now you know how to set it up. And you can actually get this thing really early on. This is not hard to get. You can use it to teleport all over the place. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on into the industrial stuff and get some fuel. We need fuel for this rocket. That's what we're working on. So we need to get some machines built. All right, so last episode where we left off, we were actually fixing to make the refinery for mixing oxygen and our kerosene, I think it's kerosene, together to kind of create fuel. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This is a very simple machine. I mean, when I say simple, it's pretty basic compared to all the other things we've made. So let's go ahead and get this projected. And I think I'll leave it one away like we had before, and we're going to pipe some stuff into here. So it shouldn't be too bad to get this set up. This is an okay place. 3 blocks away. That's usually my rule. That works out. So yeah, it's really simple. So just some steel scaffolding, or steel scaffolding. Everybody says it different. But we're going to take some fluid pipes. There we go. And set that up. Light engineering blocks. Wait, that was not a light engineering block. That was a heavy engineering block. There we go. That's another heavy. Another light. Redstone. And the rest is sheet metal. Iron sheet metal. These are the tanks. Like, everything tank-wise is sheet metal in this mod. And voila. It's done. Okay. I need my hammer. And did I build this thing backwards? I did, guys. I built it backwards. We are not doing it this way. We are going to flip that thing. Right? Will it not let me flip it? There we go. Yeah, I totally built this thing backwards. My bad. Alright, so I got it done this time. The correct way. And there we go. Okay, so there's a couple different fluids that we need to pipe into here. One being this fluid. Now, I was taking a look at my pipes, and I think I need to kind of change the way some of my pipes are routed. For instance, this pipe, I think I want to change. Let's see, we can do... Let's take out just some pipes. We have tons of pipes. I think what I want to do is, instead of having this routed the way it's routed, we're going to put this on the top. We're going to have this go climb all the way up here. And I'll have it insert from the top from now on. And then we just need to lever up. And this is going to be our output pipe, or export pipe. Let me grab my handy dandy shovel. And I'm going to put this on this side. I do believe this is the input for this side. This is the input for this side. This is where everything will be outputted or output. So if I dig down here, I think we can kind of get a good placement for this right here. Ooh, there's already a pipe here. Maybe we'll have to route it right before that. Right there. And then we'll reroute again right here. And of course the pipe is right there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do my digging. Be right back. So all of that is routed, and I can flip the lever, and we can now have some fluids flowing into the tank. Right? There we go. Kerosene. Now, the next step. We need to get some oxygen into here. And to do that, we actually need an oxygen collector right here. This actually requires some power and also requires some other things. So let's take a look at some of the stuff it requires. I did go ahead and make an Invar gear in preparation for this. I do believe my Invar gear is way over here. So you should be able to pop in here, grab my Invar gear, and make that thing. So there's the oxygen fan. This is part of the Galacticraft. We need the oxygen vent. And then we need this oxygen vent collector, so we need another oxygen vent on top of that. And there we go. Did I say collector? Condenser. No, it's a concentrator. There we go. And we have everything but the tin canister. Okay. So, voila. There we go. We have the oxygen collector. We do need to give this some basic power, so we will. We'll just tap into one of our lines over here. We have a line right here. Hopefully this will work, not get obstructed. If anything, I can just use one of these lines or make another post or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Because all I have to do... Yeah, I'll just reconnect. I'll actually make a post on the other side. It's starting to get dark. This is what we'll do. Let's get my clippers. Can you not? I gotta watch out for these things. And we'll just pop that over here. No big deal. And just reroute everything. Where did that go? Oh, it dropped it down here. So this should connect, I hope. Let's reconnect all of this. Yes, okay, good. Okay, so now that I can focus back on this and getting this oxygen collector back up. So this guy should be able to go here with no problems. I don't know if the sides are, I don't know if the sides matter that much. We have energy in, which I'm guessing is over here. So this will be the energy in. Need to get some insulated MV. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll scoot this back. You gotta love how the power works. There we go, insulated MV. Power. Okay, so it's working. And now it's already gathering some oxygen. I believe... Can we use pipes for this? I don't know if it auto exports. I don't think so. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's just working. No, we're gonna probably have to use its pipes. It does have its own pipe system. So these are the pipes, and hopefully that will extract. Yes, that does seem to be working. Okay. So that should be all mixing in there. There's the oxygen gas, kerosene. So all we have to do is give this some good old-fashioned power, in which I need to make another relay. I think I can just set that on top there. There we go. We're just about done, guys. We are almost done with this setup. Now this will shock me. So I'm just going to use basic connectors for this because this is like a overtime deal. Yeah, as you can see, it is making fuel already. So what I need to do is route the fuel over to our fuel loader, and we should be good. I'm pretty sure I already made the fuel loader. At least I thought I made it last episode, but I may not have. We have the oxygen compressor, which we can use that later on. Fuel loader. I thought I made it. Maybe we didn't. I guess I didn't. I have all the stuff to make it though. So let me go ahead and sleep and I'll be right back. All right, so now that we have everything gathered, I went ahead and routed my pipe over here from my export on my my mixer, and we should now be able to make the fuel loader. We have everything. Bam, this should unlock an achievement. Da-da! We now have the fuel loader. How cool is that? So I'm pretty sure if I place this down next to this, it should link, like this is how it actually links to the rocket, right? Does it need to be turned sideways? I think one side is fuel, status, no fuel to load. So that's what I was wondering. Okay. Tank can be, okay. Fuel tank can be filled with fuel canisters. So we can't actually pipe into it? That's what I was wondering. Could we pipe into it? That was what I was interested in. So if I place this here, I think this is for power, and this is for fuel. Can I rotate it? Okay, so this is for power. Can you power this from any side, or does it have to be specifically from that side? We're going to test it out. It has to be on this side. Okay. So that's interesting. So I should be able to use the cable here. That's MV. It says it requires like 370 something RF per second. 375 RF per second. I don't know what that's meaning. If that's literally meaning per second. Okay, so it has energy. Will this fuel it? Yes, it's working. Okay, so it says status is active. It should be loading. We should be able to push G. Aha! Looky there. It is filling. With rocket fuel, guys. Oh boy. We are getting so close. The only thing we need now is to make a spacesuit. And we're also going to need to make this oxygen compressor. I think that's what it is, yeah. Oxygen compressor. Because this is how we're going to actually fill up our suit, I do believe. So we're going to have to get our suit ready to go. So let's go ahead and do some of that. Let's see. Spacesuit is exactly what we're going to be making. So the base of the spacesuit requires aluminum and plastic sheeting to make like just the base part of the suit. Are we missing one aluminum? We are. We're missing like one aluminum plate, guys. Wow. But yeah, the other stuff is what is actually more complicated than anything. I think I also need to go down here and collect my lead and stuff. Pretty sure that this guy has been collecting all of our drops. Yes, my lead plates. There we go. And like I said, I think on the boots, I'm missing that one. Yeah. This guy's grabbing it. There we go. And there's my boots. Okay. So the helmet is a little bit different. This is going to require some wool. And I mean a lot of wool. I've actually been farming wool. And I still don't think I have enough wool. Is there any way that's a little bit easier to get wool? Doesn't look like it. I mean, I don't know how to get this stuff. The only way I see is using the wicker to get it, which is kind of a pain in itself. But that's the only way we're going to be able to get it is through sugarcane, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, shears. This is how I've been doing it, guys. Literally the old-fashioned way. Just shearing. We could set an automation up for this, but there is a block that whenever it bumps up against these sheep, or when a sheep bumps up against it, it actually will shear it for you. That probably would have been nice to set up early game, because this is just going to take a little while to get set up. But I'll be right back whenever I get most of it done. So I think I have enough wool now. I did have to do just a little bit more crafting. That's about it. Luckily I had enough sugarcane kind of stored back. Luckily, it wasn't the wool wasn't the issue, it was the sugarcane. So I think I have enough now, but let's go ahead and make the radiation layer. We actually need 4 of these. And all I need is the wool. Throw that back in there. And there's 4 of the radiation layers. In the previous episode, I did make all of the armor layers. And then the pressure layers. I went ahead and made the oxygen concentrators. But I do need quite a bit for this. I need 16 wool left over. I hope I have enough for 16 wool. Let me throw these in here. Oh, I'm just barely missing it. So let's see if can we make some more wool. I'm gonna make a little bit of these. It does take a little bit of time for some reason. There it goes. So there's 64 of those. Make a couple more wicker. Use that for some white dye. There it is. And that should get us somewhere. Yep, okay. So that should get us our last one. Whew, okay. There's the rest of those. And then we need our armor. And I think that's all we need for the armor. Yes, 2 apiece. Ah, okay. So yes, I'm pretty sure we have everything now needed to make the actual spacesuit. There's our regular helmet. I think if we throw these in here, it'll actually work out easier on us. There's that. We can throw our pants in. And our boots. And now we have a tier 1 spacesuit. Good. Sharp dressed man. Nice. What does it look like on us? Oh, wow. I know our face is blocked out, but wow, that actually looks really good like this. That's so cool looking. Interesting. Wow, what's it look like without an item in your hand? Oh, I was hoping it changed the texture, but it doesn't, unfortunately. But yeah, that's not bad at all. So give us any kind of speed boost or anything? No, not really. Oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead and focus on how we charge this. It says, used to stop pressure damage and slows down the rate of radiation gain. The tier of each part in the spacesuit counts towards reducing the amount of radiation gained. The higher the spacesuit tier, the slower the radiation will be gained. Okay, so we do have to worry about radiation. Do you have to worry about air, oxygen itself? Maybe? Let's see, I just want to see, what is this thing actually used to make? That's unfamiliar item, All these, okay, so here's an oxygen tank. So an oxygen tank is something that we can make. This is a light oxygen tank. Okay, so yeah, it's just these that we can actually make. Do we want to make this? I think so. I think we should. Let's see. How expensive is this? It's not too bad. I think we have enough materials that we can actually make the oxygen compressor. I think this is the only thing that I really need to make. Luckily in advance, I've made a lot of these materials. Looks like 10. Yeah, 10. Man, we used 10 for everything in this mod. 10 has been used like crazy in this guy. So, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, this is the thing that we need the most of. I think we have just about everything, right? Except for 10. Poor old 10. And we need the canisters. That's okay. And we have everything else. One more. Thank you. So that gives us an oxygen canister. That gives us the compressor. And we should be good, right? Yes, we're good. All right, so I know there's fluid pipes. There's supposed to be power connectors also a part of this mod, but it almost looks like, yeah, it's definitely been removed. There's oxygen gear. Wonder if that's something we actually need. Doesn't really tell us. It tells us to go to space right now. I mean, we technically can go to space and set up a teleporter and we just teleport back and forth. That probably wouldn't be too bad. Wow, I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to see exactly what this does. All right, so I went ahead and set this up. I was actually looking to see what exactly is this guy used for. I mean, I'm guessing it has some kind of use. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to actually make it yet. But I went ahead and placed this guy down and just connected it to this pipe, so it just kind of adds to it. But it is kind of generating some oxygen. I assume that it's going to be used somewhere. The oxygen gear. This is also something that seems pretty interesting to make. But I don't know if that's something that we use for our face or anything like that. It is something that's listed here, which is, I mean, these got to be somewhat important. These are glowstone torches, are best used to light areas when there is no oxygen for wood torches to burn. Ooh. We're going to have to make some of those as well. Yeah, I don't know if oxygen gear is something that's like super important. I'm sure it is. And if we fuel the rocket here, does it only use half a tank of fuel to go to the moon and then back? That's what I also wonder. Well, guys, we do have everything we need to go to the moon. I'm pretty sure we should do that. So, let's do that. Let's go ahead and go to the moon. And let's hope everything goes smoothly. All right, guys. So, we are T minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're taking liftoff. Oh man. Oh man, there's the countdown timer. 12. Look at it go. I said I hope we have a parachute. Uh-oh. What? 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Oh wow, this is so cool. What does it look like from inside? Oh wow, this is so cool looking. So cool looking. Oh yeah. Into space we go. The cabin. We're dark. We're dark. We're dark here. Oh, this looks so cool, guys. Oh boy. And we're heading to the moon. So hopefully we have enough tools and everything available on us. And, well guys, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!